ridiculously long in and of itself, but it also features this asinine Beavis and Butthead skit at the end of it. Actually, quite a few tracks actually end with a Beavis and Butthead skit. An honest to God appearance from Mike Judge, animator, writer, and voiceover artist, pretending to be Beavis and Butthead and acting out these really awkward dialogues in relation to this terrible album. Even Beavis and Butthead themselves can't seem to get on board with some of these songs, as Beavis kind of pops in to say, I don't know, Butthead. And then the teacher pops in to go, oh, well, okay. Kid Cudi's emotional and blah, 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 blah. And I know you guys are on hallucinogenics, where I don't know where that came from, but if there is kind of a moral in that, kids, listen, drugs do not make you make good music. They really don't. You need to have kind of a base level of talent, or at least some kind of like sober, great musical idea before you just take tons of drugs and then embark on some kind of musical recording adventure, because this will happen. He just seems to travel further and further down this rabbit hole of awfulness, and I just kind of wonder how far it can go. How many albums until even the most deluded of Kid Cudi fans are gonna say, wow, he's he's really making bad music this time. And there are other lyrical moments on this record that are just so hilariously bad. To go back to this Adventures track, like her vagina is and warm, I'll keep you safe, just hold my arm, and also this one thing I loved, no more chicken sandwiches, yes, I'll pay for the damages. Hell yes. I will say though, quite a few of the
Predator or prey, predator or prey, knock them out, knock them out. Predator or prey, predator or prey, predator or prey, predator or prey. Knock them out.
Manager, and by 1930 he had become general manager. While both the president and chairman were positions above his role, their holders, Edmund Nally and Owen Young, respectively, were largely preoccupied with external affairs. Thus, Sarnoff effectively had complete control over the company by this time. Sarnoff had learned that in the business of radio, one could not simply exist by doing the same things again and again. Innovation was absolutely key. In a 1928 speech to the Harvard Business School, he said, "No industrial organization devoted to radio could hope to survive unless it traveled with the art." He believed that to achieve success, the company should have a culture of inventiveness. Not only would this ensure a leading position in the market, but future development could and would prove to be beneficial to the company, often in unseen ways. And in fact, it wasn't the consumer electronics industry that really defined RCA initially. In its early years, RCA's key assets were its patents. The birth of RCA happened to seize control of American Marconi's position. As remember, they were British. We can't have them controlling things. Initially, its mission was to simply gain control of the wireless communications industry, establish and grow a pool of patents, and serve as a merchandising arm for its parent companies who might want to sell radio equipment on the open market. At this time, RCA was owned by General Electric, Westinghouse, AT&T, and, weirdly, United Fruit. Various American Marconi transmit information in text or image form alongside the television signal. In 1967, RCA announced this system, but the industry didn't really seem to care about it, so it was abandoned. If this sounds an awful lot like a precursor to teletext, that's because it is. Teletext is... Alright, we're past the 20-minute mark. To those of you who have stuck around, congratulations, and thank you. Here's where the CED comes in. No, we're gonna at least start. Remember how I had said in earlier videos that the CED started research in 1964? Well, that's actually not quite true. In fact, back in 1959, William Webster headed the Electronics Research Laboratory, and he had formed a team with the Systems Research Laboratory, led by Thomas Stanley, to work out the limits of what could be done with integrated circuits. But one of Stanley's side projects was figuring out the potential of storing and retrieving information on a vinyl disc. This work led them to the capacitance concept and laid the first foundations for the CED. What did happen in 1964 was that RCA had committed to finding a sequel to color television. Just as had happened with radio and then black and white television, the corporation knew that eventually color TV sales are gonna dry up. In a spring 1964 meeting, the laboratory directors decided that they needed to commit to theoretical and experimental work to develop a, quote, practical and low-cost video recorder that would lead to mass market. They didn't know exactly how they were going to do it, and they had many potential paths to pursue, but gosh darn it, they knew they wanted something ready. And soon. So what went wrong? If the capacitance effect was discovered in 1959, and they had committed...
She won't hurt you. She needs your help.
Who is she?
She is Alessa.
And who are you?
I have many Right now, in the dark part of Alessa, the little girl is what's left of her goodness. We hid her in safety. In the world outside was hell, and I am the Reaper. All we ask for is satisfaction. Yeah.
Turn the music up.
I don't know what I was thinking, leaving my child behind. Now I suffer the curse and now I am blind. With all this anger, guilt and sadness coming to haunt me forever, I can't wait for the cliff at the end of the river. Is this revenge I'm seeking, or seeking someone to avenge me? Stuck in my own paradox, I wanna set myself free. Maybe I should chase and find a fall that try to stop it. It won't be long before I'll become a puppet. It's been so long since I last have seen my soul lost to this monster, to the man behind the slaughter. Since you've been gone, I've been singing this stupid song so I could ponder the sanity of your mother. I wish I lived in the present with the gift of my past mistakes, but the future keeps luring in like a pack of snakes. Your sweet little eyes.
them, and to my fellow Midwesterners, Menards had plenty. So that's about all I have to say here. Even though these evaporative humidifiers aren't the flashiest or most technically intriguing, they seem to do their job extremely effectively and efficiently. I would like to suggest a few revisions to this particular design though. What I'd love to see is a wick that is held much higher up, allowing the tank to hold more water, perhaps 10 or more gallons. Rather than requiring it to sit in a pool of water, I think it would be neat if a pump were used to bring water up to the wick. This is actually a fairly common design of large swamp coolers. This design would allow it to run for days without stopping. I imagine one difficulty with this, aside from the simple fact that the pump then becomes a thing that can fail, is that this would make it a lot louder. A method of catching the water so it didn't fall from a great height would need to be devised, otherwise you'd hear a constant trickling from the thing when it runs. Plus, of course, this would add tubing and thus more places for mold and bacteria to find refuge. So maybe it's not the best idea, but I will say to the folks at Air Care that I really don't like the float switch on this unit. See, instead of using it to simply alert you that it's empty, it shuts the unit off. I would much rather it continue running the fan when it runs out of water so that the wick can actually dry out. Turning the unit off means that stagnant water will stick behind both in the wick and in the bottom, which is a little unsettling to me. Also, the implementation of it is just super janky. It's a stick with a styrofoam float that a ring on the wick cartridge keeps steady, and then it pokes the underside of the fan. I'll probably just disable that switch, maybe force the stick thing up all the time by putting a rock under it or something. The simple bucket one, for what it's worth, has no float switch, so it'll just run to its heart's content no matter what the water level is. I much prefer that. Now, before I go, I do want to address that these sorts of portable units are by no means your only option. Whole home humidifiers that get installed into your home's HVAC system are also fairly common, and wouldn't you know it, those are evaporative too. These units will divert some of the air flowing through your ductwork through themselves, and I use the timer. Now, you can get more modern digital versions of these darkroom timers, but where's the fun in that? Anyway, looking at the test strip we made, this was exposed for 2 seconds, this for 4, this for 6, and so on. This was a clear blue sky, so we want it to be light in the print but not white. We can look at some of the features of the tower to help with this too, but perhaps of even greater help is the contact sheet. If we like how this looks, we can compare the test strip with the image on the contact sheet and work out an exposure time. I think I want the exposure to be somewhere between these two values, so we'll split the difference between 6 and 8 seconds and shoot for 7. Now that we have determined our exposure time, we can set the timer to that time, put in a fresh and whole sheet of paper, hit the button, and just like that, we've taken a picture. Or I suppose, given a picture? Now, of course, we can't see the image yet, but we will in a moment. Now I'll finally tell you about an important technique. When putting paper into the chemicals, you want to sort of slip it under the surface so that it immediately gets covered across the entire emulsion. You don't want to just plop it in there because that'll be weird and bubbly. Then you want to gently rock the tray back and forth to keep moving the solution around, and of course cover whatever might not have been submerged. All right, here it comes. No, that's not what we were just printing. You pulled an editing trick on us, you. off, and the bread is returned to the top. The darkness control simply moves a little peg that presses on the bimetallic strip. This increases or decreases the amount of deformation in the strip that is required before it snaps back and breaks the circuit, which in turn changes the temperature at which the contacts will open. Cleverly, the switch actuator can't engage the switch again until the toast is removed, thanks to this little swinging cup thing. Now, if you know much at all about toasters and circuit design, you might guess the literally fatal flaw of this toaster. Unless equipped with a polarized plug, there's a 50-50 chance that all of the heating elements, and indeed the metal bus bars connecting them inside the toaster, are live at mains voltage even when the toaster is off. And, surprise, surprise, this cord ain't polarized. Now you know why you were taught to never stick a knife down a toaster. Frankly, this cord is terrifying on its own given its age and puny plug, so it should be replaced anyway, but if you're going to take that step, you might as well add a ground lead too. This toaster is made entirely of metal, and given that there are wires going all around its insides, it's probably wise to add a safety ground. In fact, here's a rather terrifying sight: a wire right next to the metal body with paper insulation. I'm sure that was among the only ways to make such a heat-resistant insulation at the time, but if you needed more reason to give this a ground, there you are. I'll link to a video on my second channel where I replace the cord and walk you through the process, but for now, make sure the hot wire goes to the switch and the neutral wire goes to the lead, snaking its way into the body. Again, I'll cover this in more detail over there. The design weaknesses which we can't easily fix are, in my opinion, rather minor, depending of course on your tastes and priorities. Firstly, the toaster of course lacks a bagel mode, but that doesn't really matter because there is no way you're going to get a bagel in here anyway. Unlike modern toasters which have movable bread guides, the bread guide in our Sunbeam is a simple arrangement of... In operation, this thing is just going to run at full power, so how else could you control the water temperature? I suppose the size of this hole could be calibrated to let water through at precisely the right rate, but that would only work with a specified inlet water temp, and there's too much variation in the real world for that to work. Well, the answer was staring me in the face this whole time, but I just didn't see it. See what that hole is punched in? Why, it's a strip of metal. And what are strips of metal sometimes? Bye. That's right, this is a bimetallic strip. If I use a torch lighter and throw some heat at it, you can see it bend away from the pan. This dead simple arrangement of bimetallic strip and hole in pan is forming a thermostatic valve. In operation, the heat from the heating element will cause this strip to bend away from the pan, which lets water through more quickly. That water, though, is cold and cools the strip back down, so it begins to close again. These two counteracting forces combine to keep the water leaving the brewer at whatever our desired temperature happens to be. You can actually see this valve opening and closing as coffee is brewed through the water inlet. Pretty neat. This set screw puts a bit of pressure on the bimetallic strip, allowing it to be calibrated, which was presumably done at the factory before being boxed up. Now, I did some testing to see just how close to 200 degrees Fahrenheit this thing was getting. Not surprisingly, it's not that close. Actually,
nothing you can do to hurt me. Me.
Turn the music up.
Video games. Video games up the ass. It's so far up the ass, it would be impossible for me to play every one of them. So here's just a sampling of some of the Power Rangers games. And I'm counting on at least one of them to get my blood boiling. Let's start at the beginning. I have a couple Super Sentai games on the Famicom, keeping in mind this is the show that spawned Power Rangers. The first game, released in 1991, is Super Sentai Jetman. This is based on the 15th season of Super Sentai, basically before Power Rangers came into existence. You pick your character and then have to beat 5 stages in any order you like. It's a simple, mediocre side-scroller. The controls are smooth enough, and there's nothing too dumb here, except the pause button is select instead of start, which I'm used to. Start is the special move. Every time I try to pause the game, I end up wasting the special move. 2 of the characters use a sword, 2 of them use a gun, and the other does something different. It's like they tried giving all the characters unique attacks, but got only halfway before they ran out of time. And why wouldn't you pick the character with the long-range attack anyway? When one of them dies, you lose that character, sort of like Ninja Turtles on NES, but the levels are so short and easy. You're more likely to die on the boss, and in that case, you start the stage over anyway. The boss battles are the most awkward, frustrating parts of the game. It's like 2 toasters boxing. You just mash buttons, then block, then mash more buttons, hoping to land some hits. It does look cool, I'll give it that, but what's up with the jump punch? I am not a fan of jump punching. How do you expect to hit something like that? And why does one of the legs shrink?
No, Mitchell! We're not mind readers, Mitchell. We certainly can't read the vapid puffs of air between your ears, Mitchell.
We discover that Mitchell needs a flashlight, one that we have to pick up from a nearby table and duct tape to a shotgun.
Looks like Mitchell forgot his broken night vision goggle mechanic. I wonder why Mitchell, a trained soldier with the backing of a massive army, would have entered the Black Mesa raid without proper gear.
It's Alaska all over again. This guy is perpetually underprepared.
This whole situation seems to be a way to force the player to use the shotgun and kill zombies. But you can avoid all that boring gameplay by just running through this whole section.
From here all the way to the end of the game, we get quick-cut levels that give off the illusion of chasing Freeman through Half-Life 2 events. Any fragments remaining of the third Gordon rule? Burnt to ashes. None of these levels fit together in any meaningful way.
If you never played Half-Life 2, this game would make very little sense to you, because elements of that title are stuffed in here with all the care and quality of discount burrito filling.
We make our way to what we think might be Highway 17 from Half-Life 2, but we're not really sure.
This would be a perfect time for Mitchell to speak up, to tell us where the heck we are or where we're going. We're confused, especially when our motorcycle's texture glitches and we end up with a completely bronze bike. What the heck is going on here?
But now, it looks like we're in Nova Prospect. I say this because the security outside has it written on their backs. But nobody is home on the inside. This very large level is empty. No enemies, no allies, no interactions.
We wander until things start exploding.
Do we need to escape?
Sure, why not? Nothing tells us where to go or what to do. We crawl through a vent and witness whatever this is.
We get tossed away by a river and black out, only to then wake up in a cell. Mitchell looks pretty comfortable. Did we miss something?
A woman named Sasha, claiming to be the Alaskan administrator's daughter, has come to break us out. She opens the doors and promises to meet us up ahead. Now we have
a mandatory stealth section. Yay.
We have zero equipment. If any guard sees us, we get swarmed.
Once we sneak past them, we meet up with Sasha again. We catch up, share stilted conversation about good and evil, heroes and villains, and...
That Half-Life game, Adam shoots her in the head. Why? Shut up, that's why.
You
shit, Pickle. Top Gun sort of marks the beginning of a genre. It was one of the first flight simulation games for the Nintendo Entertainment System, or at least one of the most commonly referred to. We obviously know that it ain't got shit compared with games today, and for that reason you might think it's not worth complaining about. But no, it sucks ass now, and it sucked ass back then. Check it out. Mission 1 is training for the next mission. Okay, sounds simple enough. So you get a choice of missiles. So would you rather have more or less? What kind of fucking choice is that? Pick more. I mean, the idea is that the fewer missiles is more powerful, but guess what? Whenever you shoot an enemy plane, all it takes is one shot to blow them up. Even your regular machine gun bullets take them down in one shot, so what's the point? And I love all the useless information on the control board. Altitude, speed. I mean, really, what does it matter? And look at all the gauges on the right just for decoration. The first thing that really sucks about the gameplay is just the fact that it's boring. 90% of the time, you're just flying into a blank sky as little pieces of cotton come flying at you. And yes, I know they're supposed to be clouds. Also, notice the absence of music. I know the developers were trying to make something new, to make it realistic, but what we get is a game that makes you feel like you're in this blank, mindless void. Like, if purgatory exists, this is what it is. Top Gun for the NES. I'd rather fly a cargo plane full of rubber dog shit out of Hong Kong. Uh-oh, I'm really fucked now. I gotta land on an aircraft carrier. A feat that's impossible. Your radar monitor gives you instructions on how to land, but no matter what you do, you still crash. You know, it's like every time I get to this part, I think I might have a chance. This is gonna be it. Finally gonna land the plane. Speed down, left, left, speed up, right, right, speed up, speed down, left, left, speed up, speed down, up, 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 I'm hitting up. Ass! Fuck! It's impossible. I mean, why is it so hard? I mean, I guess because they were trying to make it realistic, like if you were actually trying to land on a real aircraft carrier, but I highly doubt that any of this game is like really flying a plane. So even though I crashed, it only takes a life away and it still lets me continue to the next level. Mission 2, destroy an enemy aircraft carrier. Alright, fine. As long as I don't have to fucking land on it. Now the only difference with the second level is that you're below the clouds and you can now see the water. Basically, it's just a darker color. Come on, go down. Don't go up the steps, go down the steps. Don't go up the steps, go down. Don't go up the fucking steps. Go down, you. Oh, how the fuck am I going up there again? Come on. Oh, Jesus. Jumping all over the place. I didn't even know you could jump backwards. Come on. Oh, you fucking fishman. Oh, good luck. I'm gonna fall in the water and die. Fuck! Wow, this sucks. This sucks hard. Come on. Now jump, 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 jump! Oh, wow, that helped. Okay, keep going. Oh, fuck. Castlevania 2, Simon's Quest. There's only one way to do this game with the Power Glove. So while it's not very responsive, I can go up and I can go down and left and right, but everything else, like the punching and kicking, just seems to come at random. Trying to pop the bubbles, good luck. Sucks monkey fuck. Sucks monkey fuck. Down. Go down. Come on, down. Down. Go the fuck down. Down. Go down. Left. Go back. Come on, go back. Go left. Go left. I can't shoot anybody over there. Go back. Go up.
haircut is sharp, man. Well, I'm gonna cut my eyeballs looking at it. That acid-washed denim jacket. He better be double deniming. Why don't they make denim socks? Nothing. Same thing. All right, it's time to do it. I want my hit sticks. I want them. Oh, are these new? There's my amplifier. It's yellow. Okay. Yep, this is the 9-volt days. I mean, guitar pedals still use 9 volts and all that, but coily cables, awesome, my least favorite. Oh, and 2 of them, double the misery. Man, these are in their plastic. This is awesome. Can you believe no one bought this? Hit sticks, TM electronic drumsticks. Installing the battery, I can figure that out. Operating your hit sticks electronic drumsticks. Rotate the volume controller wave from off to turn on the unit. 1989. Excellent. I knew it stunk of the 80s. Huh? Handle your drumsticks gently and carefully. Like, here's the new set of sweet rides, right, brand newies. These are the ones I'm currently using in my drum stream. Look at that before and after. Use them gently and carefully. They're drumsticks. Keep your drumsticks from dust and dirty. That is almost a sentence. Starting to get the vibe that these might be terrible. All right, come on. Oh, they're not new at all. They're just barely used. Well, that's not a good sign when someone's decided to actually put them back in the plastic and box them up. Do they have the rubber tips? They do have rubber tips, no lies just yet. Oh, I hate these coily cables. Even on headphones, I hate these things. The whole idea is that you got a long cable when you need it and a short cable when you want it.
out a GPS signal or something? They were gonna become a triple soldier. What a nightmare. I'm peed on. I mean, I'm peed on and I'm done. Gaia, die! What? I should have just stabbed him. My life. Jesus Christ.
Weapons of mass
Why would you come back? Oh, a gift for me! How wonderful! Does this work? Oh. Ah! Deserved! Earned! Huh? Oh, okay. Stop! Ha! Hold on. Brilliant. No! No, no, no! It works every time! Here, get the metal, engineer. Oh my god, you just lost all your stuff. You're gonna need some metal to rebuild. You're gonna need... Fuck! Okay. Oh, fuck. Oh, sick, don't mind if I do! My favorite part of Tony Hawk Pro Skater is when he teleports and gets killed by a ham. Yo! You see that sick jump I did? That engineer is well fed. Oh no, engineer! You've got to take down that sentry! Quick! You only have 5 seconds to live! Do you think that was his sentry? Do you think he led me to his sentry? Fuck it! I don't care. I live for the moment. Fuck it. No, turn it up. Yeah! The worst stream ever. Oh my, yes! Sick tricks. Wait, no, me too. I wanna do a sick trick. Pyro, come on. Push me on the swing, Dad. Oh my God, me and the boys hanging out. Oh yeah, you're speaking my language. Yes, sick tricks, please. Into the water. Come on. Into the water. Yeah, dude, that was actually fucking nuts. I'm having so much fun, dude. It hurts to smile this much. Is he gonna do it? Yeah, he's gonna do it. No, is he role-playing the cart? That's actually funny. He's pushing the cart.
Depends on your viewing distance. Online guides suggest that you should look for a screen size which is about half the distance between your couch to your TV. So measure it out before you go to the shops.
Whoa. They look so good they make me hate myself.
There are all sorts of tricks retailers can use to make their display TVs look incredible. It's kind of like Phil here. Maybe he scrubbed up on your first date, but when you got him home, it wasn't quite the same.
Hey, can you take that down, please? Fine. Look good.
So, when you're shopping for a TV in-store, ask the assistant to turn off demo or shop mode and cycle through the other viewing modes while you watch a range of different channels. Look out for older shows like The Nanny appearing blocky or pixelated, especially on cheaper 4K TVs. Oh, and play around with the remote. You want to test the feel of it and see how easy it is to use the electronic program guide. Remember, if it's annoying you in the shop, it's going to drive you crazy at home. Check the contrast of light areas in dark scenes and see how well the TV handles movement by watching sport. Also, check to see if the skin tone looks natural.
Looks pretty natural to me.
Remember your viewing distance. Try to watch the TVs in the store from that distance. And you can always bring along a USB with your favourite shows on it to see how they'll look.
We can watch pirated.
Oh, you don't. Okay, you don't click that. Okay.